has never had a wonderful meeting like this. It has never happened in the life of the United Democratic Party. Molmel Aram Kaboko is a successful dealer. Baby, congratulate. The main dealer is well deserved. A market faculty, Neki Barul Moile, Nera Barul Jele, Jan Nimbi, Oto Nimme certificate dealer. Kesedaroke, Kaboko, Yakatakoke, Patio Yeli. Wo Mela Campea deserve. So Mbafule go, congratulations. Mbafule go, in certificate mendita la, Pusolomo. Nibera Suokang, Babondikan, the Capusota and Babu Sala, Purasiboro Capo, in certificate Panamo, Alia Pusoleti, go Albeme Kekan, Alia Capo. Moderator ya announced go Spain the fairness of the surprise that I'm a thing by Nadlanya. By Cabrayobo, Nkayako, Korotoko, Nkayako, Wallahi, it had definitely been no Kadu Kakamembo, what a canola. Spain in a Mantatarian cooler. Your quote you can run on the Gulf, Italian, so you're changing the Nabi, Alhamdulillah, Amantarian. Simon Melam Tajala. Foye in Najando, Foye fit, farm and fit, Jumalun, Nana Kamaraba Jube, Nemitala Jumoto, Alia Jube, Svena de Covenant. So they kept over the Contanta, Tana Siritala. Nimu diaspora ability, the entire diaspora, Nunto, Nka, country chapters, no can meet. But a country chapters not for the meet. You Bensifa at the end of the engagement, you Bensifa Bukakia. Odo Kukutole Kumasata, the diaspora, UDP diaspora, to have all the diaspora convention. And after that, in a meeting soto, when you catch any Nasarajoda, Naduano. There's always a first and first thing. And another the Kavako, Kavakala could be related. There is always a first. Diaspora, the first. Move France. B. Better the Rokera. Talaye, Musasisi. Musasisi Satalom get the first chairman of the UDP France chapter. I don't go Kai. Adala Sajisi. Wale lota ka UDP baloni France atako wawato ni sulata fenfenna outside of Gambia ngamuna banka nkabako alina parinko jube ibe nyame ya bele kenye kodo di molla ya public address system di molla yan hanyende ya ite molla kabako yes UDP Europe ko on tel babalula Janke Kulubari, Ma SCC, Nile Lota, and UDP, Doji, France, Nisidia Sanya, Italian Diaje. But France, that in New York, I like no more travel. Mamul Jaite, Lasan Bamba Jabata, Nile UDP Kurukuru, New York Saturn. What in 1997, $6,000 of Fembality. America and Fembality $50. This year, Sanya note report to United States, UDP chapters, the Melo Nigeria, Omar Travaled, it don't take funded. Besides that moment, and the killing side, but besides that moment, the member had order was about $6,000. So the vacant level of the UDP, the diaspora, the origin is New York and France. And while New York, the New York branch, after the 2001, after 1997 National Assembly elections, na funding called Tondo, Polikono Kumbala. Polikono Pase Kujada, Polikono Wasajana, on le tombo goyo ko aleta America aleta nyinindrola United Democratic Party aleta jeto nakafo membeloni jeto aliye gambandi aliye so tembola wow atel femfem almunna executive committee members so nan tata jeto albekala ni wodi ambassadors not yeki jeto alhamdulillah wasajani hanibi ko ben fe to man wala ya le ya man transfer para betata bo manke ku fudade pe ko politiko to ini moy ko tumase aleta fanyato ide tanakoma bari même to nyaade wala ka ko UDP le executive members fewo fe ni ni mol benta ke ite sonne nya ko jubele kanen do ko dana ko nyaade wolo no tambi taw do boto boy said kan nyoro eta America Maimuna Sise after the 2001 National Assembly elections lomo ngata ngaki kata America that for what purpose na ma power of attorney diala authority diala ka ko asi fundraising ke for United Democratic Party atata jeto well 5 fundraising funds bari ay moto ko akaba ko ay talo bari ngalo akaba ko fani ko do jeto sanyo kontum afale ya fani wala moto ni whatever is this nge telenge pa wato ni telenge visa ni itata nge bula menga ni tata ni mo kilindere o manke kuti ngalo ka ko nyanda kito la ka ko telenge ni telenge ni bari gamen fo wonon ka ko UDP Diaspora nganna funding kewdo mo le bondi jando ngoyta New York yata America yata party of bambandi jeto yata fundraising ke party o jeto dole ya kanyama dole ma kanyama but hani bi United Democratic Party la UDP Diaspora and expand never did we think of Wisconsin is a chapter of jeto Katlan was New York, Atlanta, because Gambian population and a concentration in all areas. Seattle was far away for some of us. You fly from Banjul, get to New York, number of hours, and then you have to fly from Washington to Seattle, number of hours, or jump down here back. But when Namolo relocated from New York to Seattle, Boise Dikan, Ibrahim Adiba and others, when they relocated to Seattle, UDP threw a Fuida jet. A Fuida jet, a Falinga Melianon Kavoko, Akunkoniya, the UDP Seattle chapter is probably one of the most vibrant chapters of the United Democratic Party. And we are grateful to the entire membership of the UDP Diaspora, the Diaspora groups. Can you follow all the time? For years, engine or engine, fuel lebala. Nada motorum, fuel lebala. In general, fuel lebala, whatever type of engine, so United Democratic Party, mu engine led. All fuel is the diaspora. It has always been keeping us moving, not attempted. Today, UDP would have crumbled on its knees because politics. Fem buka political tamandino namake kodoti. Political kodola ka tamandino. And kodonyin kabo mintole. Akabo Gambia. But does it compare to Mankabo from the diaspora? I say no. Treasurer Valentino, I think we can attest to that. I say no. So diaspora, we are very grateful to you. I will make it. But as grateful to you people, because of now one common objective, one common purpose, one common vision, and one common direction, more or less. United Democratic Party has never been a party where wrangling, petty rivalry, and a party. We have come this far because if you can imagine somebody like Musa, if you can imagine somebody like Job Kandi, They can talk to me without looking to my eyes. So what Nyanta Munekera? Nyanta no bunya. And we should be accommodating about views, our different views. But those different views must not let us put the party in disunity. Because after all, unity, well, not up to here. Yeah. After all, unity laya kandi. Torture men katan namolda, intimidation men katan molda. Even Hania Melson implies that they remain united against a common enemy and also for a common objective. In fact, our unity was not more against an enemy. In fact, we never had enemies. We had rivals. And our unity has never been against rivals. Our unity has always been the objective, the values of the party, will they unite together. And that values, that is what we must continue to cherish. And those values, Nyanga will continue to push. If you remember, somebody like Moussa Sisse in France, Amankara, Amanta School, I do working a retired, and he devoted his whole time. You remember somebody like Janke Kurubali, Ayala from Beku in our Democratic Party. Why? I finished the Bangkok, I'm a left man. At a certain in Kalanko, member Bangkok and Menso Bolino Jeto, Wolom United Democratic Party, but on 10 United Democratic Party. A man failure. Ya Jamia Trile, Kajanke Kurubal Kasaba. Kafuama, a man succeed no. Ya Jamia Karele, Kama Esa Kata, Kasaba Funka, a man successful no. Ayakatale, Kanye Muso Maja Combani, Kasaba Funka, a man successful, Kakobe. Why? Because it's a Banko Miyakano. Teben Kamben, what I had in the United Democratic Party, not a forbid. Teben Kamben, what I had in folks like Karamo Fati, Asonta, humiliation, Asonta, Kataka Sela, Karamo Fati, go belly dear. Because Moya has standing momentum in Gambian politics. He has a history, a pedigree in Gambian political. But Munayatin Amanta, Akokai Gandele. And I Gambia again through UDP. Tonya, Alain Tekele, leader of the United Democratic Party. But Nimbe Faniaka, Karamo Fati will never have been part of that. No. Although in unity, look at it. Kanafon Dana Kavko unity is our strength. We must believe Kavko unity is our strength. If we believe Kavko unity is our strength, then we will remain united and we remain focused. We will not allow Femfenda Sana Femfenda, Mayalon Kavako, Abendam Manglu Tema, Nyakasla. The son of Fenda, Mayalon Kavako, Abakan of Kavako, Ajayamundao, Munjawality. Or Ajayamuda Mamira Kavako, Amarsan Majawality. Never. We have to remember. God, sacrifices in Mayalon Kavako were made in those days. From the time Pationing was in its formative stages. 23rd, Jewish I'll just reminded us, Kavako in about 15 days time, 19 days time. We will be celebrating Pationing 28th anniversary, the founding of the party, 23rd August 1996. That was a period where along Kavako, nobody was certain about the viability of the party because of the situation that prevailed in our country. People thought that the party was just being registered for the formality of having it registered and then going through the motions of elections without really believing in our ideas. Not really. The great sacrifices done by the people was for most of our members, was for the people, for the betterment of the country. See, I have some photographs of Amadou Sade. When I look at them, September 1996, when he was hounded by Jamila terror groups. And in Yankubadiba, the OIC, executive secretary, hounded, taken to Bambadinka, severely tortured them, denied them their rights to vote. When I look at those photographs and see the sacrifices that these people have made, should there be anyone in the Gambia, I wouldn't say in UDP, should there be anyone in the Gambia to doubt Kavoko United Democratic Party stands for principles? Should there be anyone in the Gambia to doubt Kavoko? We have people in the United Democratic Party who want to take Gambia to a position other than in what it is today. He sacrificed. He endured torture. Belangaji on television in September, that was again in September 2013, when he was paraded before the television. I was in New York, I was then in Maryland. When I saw my brother on the television screen, I broke down, I cried, because I thought that he was going to that country. He was sluggish in what he was talking, and all that as a result of the torture meted out to him. Should we now really discard those sacrifices? No. And then be guided by our petty rivalries? We shouldn't allow that. In fact, there are no rivalries in the I don't think there are any rivalries amongst us. What I had said yesterday, that our enemies, our opponents, they really peddle these things and make us believe there is that group, and there is that camp, when there are no camps in the United Democratic Party. There is only camp. There is only one United Democratic Party, and that United Democratic Party is what I lead. Thank you. Yeah. And that United Democratic Party is what? That United Democratic Party is what will be led by somebody else in 2030, other than Ousanou Darboe. 2030. To maintain our unity, will continue to maintain the proper to the attainment of the vision of the party. But Diaspora, I take great responsibility as society. In fact, some time ago, before this was about 2018, 2019, Diaspora has done a lot to salvage the Gambia from the dictatorship. And we expect the Diaspora to continue to really stand by the Gambia. But the cracks in the body politics of the Gambia is being caused by the Diaspora. Oh, Kambali or Membeke Diaspora, Gambia, Diaspora, because the great majority of the Gambian people, whether you belong to United Democratic Party or you belong to another party, in the more member in the diaspora, they listen to them. In the more member in the diaspora, shape their opinions. If people in the diaspora start giving to people back home in the Gambia conflicting positions, that is going to lead to disunity, not only in the Gambia, but also even within political parties in the Gambia. So, therefore, we want to continue to be proud of you. And I'm sure you'll do everything possible to make us to continue to be proud of you. But you must also help us in maintaining unity within our parties. And this comes to the issue of messaging. We should be careful how we message, what messages we tune out to the public. Not only United Democratic, but to the public. Our messages should always be one of unity. Our message should always be one of brotherhood. Our message should be one of sincerity to ourselves. Really, we will achieve our objectives in the Gambia. And our messaging will also help us to win or lose our elections. Let's be frank about it. When you pick out Amadou Sane, you mention Amadou Sane by name. And you say all sorts of horrible things about Ahmad Sani. You insult him, you insult his mother. And Ahmad Sani really has a following of 3,000 people. What do you expect? It tells them that these people have no respect for us. Don't give them your vote. They abide by it. You, United Democratic Party followers, particularly those in the diaspora, those in the media grouping, avoid insulting anybody, avoid caricaturing anybody. Of course, in politics, you can tease each other. But that is, teasing each other does not have to be, does not have it for you to descend to a person of being disrespectful. So I ask all of you, na Oromo, sama molka, na message nyada kalode. Kadu kana 5-point agenda. Into advance nola, into tana ngoken na kutuboti. Me mbaka vla kapo, me molka wani la wala. Do kumol fola, me yalo kapo ko, ba mendi am kameli, wal be nyambala. Ni na kumonyi nyata te wado do. Aina na kia jaya wado do. Akamol aklo. So bad than I tell me I'll come audios not that in the phone call in the various social media platforms. Look at it, the men for Alina. More than more for say no, I kafuma. But more is more near no like kafuma. You fence for say a kafutema. Jahiro de Sairo Kafrima, but not at a batnoto, Katonia Diladama, Abakuko, Adu Mamma and left over. So I ask you all, I tell me in the diaspora, Kalamolalke influence. Look at it. I don't have to for Kanto. Gana have to for Kandam today, but not have to Mania and Fanalto. Kato important battle. Kadye manya dolke melke jawyata yake melda imari te ila kote bunya dole mumel bare ngada for the importance for hanibi registration binade supplementary registration nimme yano yeta gamia register that is to say nata ko the constitution. Draft constitution is not adopted and presented to a referendum before the end of this year. No man can. Then I urge all of you, men say no, get our back home, get our registered yet. But an important document as the constitution, it will introduce law, just about halfway in 2025 when you have elections in 2026 at the Kenona. Wado Musim Pamparendi to go back home to register if the constitution is not adopted. And I believe the constitution will be adopted. But not adopted for now. Melianu Kafko, they are already registered in the Gambia. Please make it your duty, make it your responsibility to go to Gambia and cast your vote in the Gambia. So that you will not be there only to cast your vote, but you also be there to do service for the party. You will serve as our polling agent. You will serve as our counting agent. You will also take part in the campaign. So to carry mal down la can also cast their votes here. But as important as it is, Puru diaspora voting system for our people to be enjoying the franchise, as important as that is, recruitment of our diaspora, Gambian diaspora, into the membership of the UDP, I think is very crucial. Because if you have franchises extended to the Gambian diaspora, but you have not been able to mobilize the people to vote for you, then an extension to the diaspora is of no value to the United Democratic Party. So I ask all of you, I tell me very gentle, and the chairperson of the outreach committee, Ambassador, former Ambassador General called Benatra to recruit as many Gambians into the fold of the United Democratic Party who are resident in the diaspora. I know there are several thousands of Gambians, resident in the diaspora, who are not members of the United Democratic Party, and you need to get them to be members of the United Democratic Party. I do not say that they belong to other parties, but I say that they belong to the United Democratic Party. If, and this is the reality, if you look in this hall, how many people do you see here who say me? I think this is the reality. We have to go out. The diversity that Joey talked about, we have to really go out, get them, as it's been done back home. The outreach program that we have had in the Nyomit, very successful and brought in a huge number of people from other ethnic groups into the United Democratic Party. That is what we must do, also in the diaspora. It is not sufficient for us to pride ourselves to say that, look, the hall is full. And then see that the hall is full with only one group of people. That is not reflecting diversity. That, for me, so something which I hate very much. Because in all my life, I have been taking Gambian, I've always acted Gambian, and I've always promoted things that are Gambian. So let us go out. Ajajanaba, you and your outreach chief, you must make sure that you recruit as many other members of other ethnic groups into the party. I was glad yesterday when Makanso alluded to what he has been doing, which has been very productive, but his target has been those back home in the Gambia. And I'm saying that the target should not only be both back home in the Gambia, but Anyanta Kalafane Mela Kafkabe in the diaspora Janeto. But Bemu Gambia so that new voting, as the franchise is extended to the Gambia, when the votes for the UDP are counted, we are 96% ahead of everybody. So, outreach, Alina Katabaki. And I want to encourage again young Semenfo. This must be a continuous activity. The fundraising must be continuous. And that is why we have brought along the Little Yellow Book. And the Little Yellow Book is a small, it's a Little Yellow Book of a few pages, but it's a few pages of our thoughts. And every chapter of it, really, you can develop it into a book. Patriotism, you can expand on it and become and you can present as a book. But it's just a synopsis of what we expect. What we expect of our youth, what we expect of our women, in fact, of what we expect of Gambians in general. So this Little Yellow Book, Batla Al-Bulujanto, Chairman, Diaspora, you and your group, we are leaving this to you to market it so that our fundraising efforts, we will continue with our fundraising efforts, and by 2026, I think we should be sufficiently resourced. Kajako, election, conduct with ease, and then we conduct with ease and get our victory. Now, getting the victory is one thing, but protecting the integrity of the votes is another thing. And that is why, I tell me in the diaspora, you still have a kukuma so that never make Amanya kala kadal sol dinna, and $1 sol dinna. No, it should be more than that. And just putting up the ideas that come from you people to us, will be of great value to us in every aspect of our political activity. So we are not, shielding ourselves from receiving ideas from anybody. And I want to also everybody that they have always believed that let me have your views. They might be different from mine. And I try to convince the Kavakolo the views you hold are wrong. And try to do so. Because in other forms, with other forms, Kaida Joja Gavaka take a for all of Tonya. You don't come from Monkey Tonya. So to that. So I always try to convince you to accept my side of the story. And this is what Ben the Michael Ningo I think may sail through laughter. You know. Now the financial contributions and the unity apart, laughter. All of us may have come to be UDP. Laughter, I believe in a call. No more mel tombo, get and yard, Kulia, Yakoroma. And I'm saying this particularly with reference to our elected leaders. You cannot say Hosanna, 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 and then turn around and say crucify them, and nothing is what is happening. You cannot. We applaud the National Assembly members. Because you have done this, we are grateful, and then turn around again and make statements that is suggesting that they are not fit to be re-elected. And it's coming from the backside. They are our elected representatives. You can engage them. Because you have their numbers. Engage them. Talk to them. But you cannot go on the podium, and then castigate them. And then the next day, you turn and say, oh, you are saints. Those are a contradiction. You cannot care for the seasonality. The blood of Jesus Christ, no, but and then the following day, put him on the cross and crucify him. You cannot do that. We must, not elected leaders, no. We should we should put rings around them, protective rings, defensive rings. Which party? Merger. I don't see it in Doi. When elected leaders, say anything against them. After all, those vehicles, Doi National Assembly members, they are beneficiaries of them. Jumalek Mangwe. NPP. We have NPP in NRP, when they are in alliance, but Jumalek Mangwe. All other parties is UDP. I agree, we are the conscience of the people. And we must really project that we are the conscience of the people. But that does not mean that we should put our elected officials in a position where we say, don't really let them down, not fit for that position. Wado don't kasafero kele, asafero be diari mulu, nkakumol for manyana. Let us be careful about those things. And that is also part of our messaging. It's part of our messaging. And I don't so kutale, and we can not really exhaust everything. But one thing I want to say is that diaspora, you are an important factor in the life of our party. And you must really do everything. The cohesiveness, memben tema, aliaja kapoko, were tragic. Alkana kuke, me alon kapoko, abenda manglu, bulan lanyona. I was a little bit surprised because this gathering is not about flag bearership. It's not about flag bearership. This gathering is about what we have done in the past few days, celebrating ourselves, and want to continue to celebrate ourselves. We want to keep on encouraging ourselves to do what we have done in this past few months, because this thing didn't start yesterday. We just saw the culmination yesterday. The fruits that this arrangement brought, that is what we saw yesterday, and we did it. And we want to make sure that nothing happens. Mayor Kavoko na benkoten. wherever it might be. From Nabenko, I think it's going to be in Gambia. You know, the gala in December. Now they come for little better Gambia. Yeah, man. Dalaso Fuda Jauda, but remember, it's the same for the Jama for Nambodi Jeto. May I not can add it on to this. But if we continue to be wrangling about nothing, attend Nepal. I have always said, go be interim leader of the United Democratic Party. And until such time, when alayam fa, when alayam kura, mado ko no. Wala aliyatu pala ko fa. What more no? Double again. And I do not subscribe to this thing. Kafoko momanyana idamala. Flag bearership. I don't subscribe to it. Neither America Kafoko. You can do a better job. Now, present the application to the selection committee. But one thing I want to say is that for now, for now, mamoye, men pareda, ka singula, let's go to single. Mamira Fanam Bojala, because the United Democratic Party Dingu, United Democratic Dingu, Nanyo Kulule, in a way, Mayalon Kavoko, the Kukela, Mayalon Kavakala Nino Loyalty, that we have done. Starting from Alaj Mosa, Mayalon Kavako B, Adulam Samira Kekunda, Adlesiat and Bede, in the leadership hierarchy, Kada Ajuskana Canyon. Muskunda, Mayalon Kavako, Telesiata, Bede, in the party hierarchy, leadership hierarchy, Be Kadiamu with one voice. To go to the last person, Melan Kawalum nominated members of National Executive Party, but they are not elected, based in Kankiling. For Kankiling, member United Democratic Party, member Teben Kambian Sabatlati, member unity, ensure in the party, better quarter world, and there's no exception of that in the United Democratic Party. So today, with just one objective, and that objective is that we are going out. In 2026, we are going to defeat Adama Barrow. Inshallah. Inshallah. And one thing, NPP, UDP defeated. No. NPP alone. Honey, even particularly about 16 other people. That was something. I put a nyawanya, more than so you're like kafun against only you. So imagine tomorrow na equator mal belola, dobalonda, dobaramolonda. What happened in KMC? What happened in Banjul? What happened in West Coast? What happened? Because what more in Mel Kafkanyoma, what warte famale, it had a Yefansum Londi, KMC, Yefansum Londi, Banju, Yefansum Londi, Blacotento, Olanda, they will be defeated mercilessly. Then become an area council. If the election results of 2013, of 2021 were true, then UDP councillors, number of councillors, at the Brikama Area Council would have been far less than what it is. But because we went head on head, one-to-one NPP, one-to-one APRC, one-to-one North Alliance, maybe PTA. And also, the National Assembly elections, we may reflect, is that NPP in Banjul, they lost disgracefully in Banjul. Yes. They lost disgracefully in KMC. They lost disgracefully in West Coast region. Yeah. So UDP, NPP, damman, nsi bute, So that is the spirit. That is the spirit the spirit Nyanta Bola Jam Menna, the spirit of Nyebute, and the Fundamental Nyebute.